Have you ever stopped to think about the incredible hidden precision behind, well, the everyday items you use?
Mm.
From the sleek design of your smartphone to the flawless engineering in your car?
Yeah, it's something we definitely take for granted.
It really is. But, for every perfectly fitting component, there's this whole world of intense accuracy and quality control working behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
And today, we're doing a deep dive into that world. We're focusing specifically on the Global Coordinate Measuring Machines market, CMMs for short.
Right. And what's fascinating here, I think, is how these machines are truly the, the unsung heroes of modern manufacturing.
Unsung heroes, I like that.
Think of them as the ultimate quality inspectors, really.
Yeah.
They ensure every tiny part of your device or, every critical component in an aircraft engine is precisely shaped. We're talking down to the micron level sometimes.
Wow.
They are absolutely at the heart of maintaining that high manufacturing precision and quality control across just countless industries. It's what's driving innovation and, frankly, expanding globally.
So our mission for this deep dive is really to unpack the remarkable technological growth, the innovation, and also the geographic expansion within the CMM sector. We're drawing insights from a pretty comprehensive market forecast report, and I have to say, the picture it paints is, it's really compelling.
It is indeed.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. The global CMM market, it was valued at roughly, $2.7 billion back in 2021?
That's right, $2.73 billion to be more precise.
Right, but here's the kicker. It's projected to nearly triple. We're talking reaching an impressive $7.6 billion by 2033.
Yeah, over $7.6 billion. That's a huge leap.
It is. That works out to a strong compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of almost 9%, nearly 9%.
Yeah, 8.93%. That signifies really rapid expansion, touching almost every corner of the world.
So where is this growth most apparent then? Let's zoom in on North America first. It's consistently been the established leader, right?
Correct. Driven largely by those high demands for precision and complex manufacturing. Think aerospace, automotive, medical.
Exactly. So the region generated nearly $1 billion in revenue in 2021, around $980 million. And that's projected to more than double, hitting over $2.5 billion by 2033. Specifically, $2.59 billion.
That's significant.
And what's particularly striking is the dominance of the United States within that figure.
Oh, absolutely.
It accounts for the lion's share, started at $814 million in 2021 and projected to hit over $2.1 billion by 2033.
Wow.
And Canada and Mexico are also seeing very healthy, consistent growth too. Canada going from about 89 million to almost 260 million. Mexico from 76 million to over 200 million.
Yeah, in North America, maintaining that leadership position, it really signifies a deep investment in cutting-edge manufacturing processes.
Right.
This isn't just about making more stuff. It's about making things with, unprecedented accuracy and reliability.
Especially for those critical industries you mentioned.
Exactly. Aerospace, medical devices, high-tech automotive. Even tiny imperfections can have huge consequences. CMMs become absolutely indispensable there. They're enabling the development of next-gen products that, honestly, you just couldn't mass produce with such exacting standards otherwise.
Makes sense. Okay, moving across the Atlantic then, Europe also holds a very significant market presence.
Definitely. A strong industrial base there.
It brought in over $560 million in 2021, and we're looking at that nearly tripling as well, reaching close to $1.5 billion by 2033. Just under, actually, $1.48 billion.
Still very strong growth, about 8.45% CAGR.
And Germany, as you might expect, leads the charge there, projected to grow from about 129 million to over 360 million by 2033.
Yep, Germany's a powerhouse.
The UK also showing robust expansion from around 90 million up to about 246 million in that same period.
And this growth in Europe, it's a clear reflection, like you said, of its strong, deeply rooted industrial base.
Yeah.
But it's also tied into that push towards Industry 4.0.
Ah, the smart factory revolution.
Exactly. Countries all across Europe, France, Italy, Spain, the Nordics, Switzerland, they're heavily investing in automation and digital integration.
And CMMs fit right into that.
Perfectly. They're crucial because they provide that real-time quality data that feeds directly into these automated systems. It optimizes production lines, ensures that as manufacturing gets smarter, it also gets, more precise and more efficient.
Right. Makes perfect sense. Okay, now, if you want to talk about real growth engines, you absolutely have to look at the Asia-Pacific region, APAC.
Oh, yeah. That's where the fastest growth is happening globally.
The numbers are pretty staggering, a robust CAGR of nearly 10%. 9.757% to be exact,
Wow.
surging from around $790 million in 2021 to a substantial $2.4 billion by 2033.
Over 2.4 billion. That's huge.
It really is. China, of course, as a manufacturing powerhouse, naturally dominates the region. Started at about 215 million in 21, heading towards 670 million by 33. Expected. But here's a really surprising fact for you. I thought this was fascinating. India showed the highest individual country CAGR in the entire report.
Really? Higher than China's rate?
Yes, over 10.8%. It's projected to more than triple its CMM market value, starting from around 88 million and hitting over $300 million by 2033.
That is remarkable. India's acceleration is, wow. It's driven by, well, a mix of things, isn't it?
Like what?
You've got burgeoning domestic manufacturing, especially in sectors like automotive and electronics, plus government initiatives pushing for local production, Make in India and things like that, and demanding higher quality standards.
Oh, okay.
And in some ways, they're kind of leapfrogging older manufacturing methods. They're jumping straight to adopting advanced automation and quality control tech like CMMs rather than just incrementally upgrading.
Interesting. So bypassing some steps.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you've still got established markets like Japan and South Korea, plus emerging economies across Southeast Asia, Australia, Taiwan. They're all contributing to APAC's, broad embrace of precision manufacturing.
So it's widespread growth across the region, but India's rate is particularly noteworthy. Okay, shifting our focus again. South America. Another promising new frontier for CMMs, it seems.
Yeah, showing significant growth potential, too.
The market there is set to nearly triple as well,
Yeah.
from around $185 million in 2021 to over $535 million by 2033. That's a CAGR of about 9.2%.
Also very strong, keeping pace with the global average.
Brazil leads the charge, starting at around 69 million. But we're also seeing promising double-digit or near double-digit growth rates in places like Argentina, Colombia, Peru, and Chile.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, the growth in South America, it points to increasing industrialization, certainly, but also perhaps a maturation of their manufacturing development.
What do you mean by maturation?
Well, as these economies grow and they want to become more competitive globally, there's a much higher demand for consistent, high-quality output. You can't compete internationally without it.
Right.
So CMMs become essential for achieving that. They enable these countries to produce complex goods that meet international standards, whether it's for their own domestic consumption or for export markets. Got it. Okay, 2 more regions to touch on. The Middle East market is also showing robust expansion.
Steady growth there.
Growing from around $145 million in 2021 to over $410 million by 2033. That's a CAGR just over 9%.
Right in line, yeah.
The major contributors here seem to be Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and the UAE, each of them starting somewhere between, say, 23 and 35 million in 2021 and projected to reach somewhere between 70 million and just over 100 million by 2033.
Yeah, and this region's growth is often tied to those ambitious national visions, economic diversification away from traditional industries like oil and gas.
Right, like Saudi Vision 2030.
Exactly. They are investing heavily in new manufacturing capabilities, everything from automotive assembly to advanced materials, even high-tech components. And precision is just a cornerstone of these new industries, making CMMs critical infrastructure for their industrial future.
Okay. And finally, let's look at Africa, an emerging market, but with significant potential, the report suggests.
Yeah, smaller base, but growing. The African market reached roughly $68 million in 2021, expected to nearly triple again to over $195 million by 2033. The CAGR is a little lower, around 8.3%, but still very healthy.
Absolutely.
South Africa is leading this regional growth, projected to go from about 26 million up to over 80 million. And there's healthy market movement noted in Nigeria, too.
And while it's still a smaller market comparatively, Africa's growth signals those, nascent stages of industrialization and the increasing adoption of modern manufacturing techniques.
So early days, but promising.
Exactly. The key there will be continued investment. Infrastructure, technical education, all that needs to support this growth. CMMs will play a really foundational role as African nations expand their manufacturing capacities, just ensuring quality as they scale up.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot of ground geographically. So
Yeah.
stepping back, what does this all mean for you, the listener, and the wider world of manufacturing? What we're seeing across all these regions, it isn't just about market size increasing, is it? It feels like a global surge in demand for for unwavering precision.
That's exactly it. And it's driven by some powerful overarching trends.
Right. We're talking about rapid technological advancements in CMMs themselves.
Definitely. Things like integrated AI for predictive quality control.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and the rise of portable CMMs, optical CMMs that you can use right there on the production line, not just in a lab.
So faster feedback.
Much faster.
Hmm.
And automated inspection systems, obviously.
Oh.
All of this feeds into that increasing adoption of manufacturing automation generally.
And constantly rising quality standards, right? Consumers expect better products, industries demand tighter tolerances.
Exactly. More reliable products in every single sector imaginable, from aerospace to consumer electronics.
So this raises an important question then. As precision manufacturing becomes even more critical globally, how do these growth patterns signal where the next, the next wave of industrial development might occur?
Yeah, that's a key takeaway. It really highlights that these silent sentinels of accuracy, the CMMs, they aren't just measuring the past performance of a part. They're actively shaping the future of product reliability and innovation for all of us.
Right. So to kind of sum it all up then, the global coordinate measuring machine market is absolutely thriving. We're seeing that across all regions,
Really?
demonstrating incredible growth potential, particularly, it seems, in Asia, Pacific, and South America, though North America holds its lead.
For now, yes.
And this expansion isn't accidental. It's fueled by major technological shifts within the CMM industry itself and just this ever-increasing demand for quality and precision in basically everything we design and produce.
Yeah, think about it. Consider how this almost unseen revolution in measurement and quality control driven by these CMMs impacts the very reliability and innovation you expect from every product you buy.
It's fundamental.
It really is.
Yeah.
And as manufacturers chase even finer tolerances, real-time feedback, what new frontiers of precision will this technology unlock in the coming decade? Maybe frontiers we can't even imagine yet. And how might that quietly but, profoundly shape your daily life?
Truly fascinating stuff to think about.
Yeah.
We definitely encourage you to keep exploring the incredible world of manufacturing and the technologies that are shaping our future. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're taking a really close look at something transforming manufacturing behind the scenes.
Coordinate measuring machines, or CMMs.
Exactly. You hear about them in quality control, precision engineering, but things are changing fast.
They really are.
And we've got some fantastic insights today, powered by cognitive market research,
Wow.
to help us understand these shifts.
Yes, some really cutting-edge data.
Our mission really is to zero in on the crucial stuff. How is the CMM market fundamentally reshaping, industrial quality control?
It's a big question.
It is. So what's driving all this growth? What are the main forces at play right now?
Okay, let's unpack this.
Where should we start?
Well, first off, there's this just relentless demand for absolute precision and manufacturing quality assurance.
It's always obvious, but the level is just increasing constantly.
Right. And think about aerospace, automotive, medical devices. They're all pushing for tighter and tighter tolerances.
Zero defect production isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's becoming the standard. And CMMs, they're not just helpful, they're, indispensable now.
Absolutely critical.
It's moved beyond just reducing human error, hasn't it? It feels like it's more about eliminating the variability you get with manual checks.
Exactly. You get predictable, scalable quality, which is crucial in these high-stakes environments.
It's amazing how central they've become.
And that actually connects perfectly to the second big driver,
Okay.
which is how CMMs are, moving beyond being just standalone tools in a lab.
The Industry 4.0 angle.
Yeah.
Smart factories.
Precisely. They're becoming integrated right into automated production lines.
How's that happening? Is it IoT?
Yeah, it's enabled by IoT connectivity, robotics integration, real-time data analytics.
Oh, so the CMM is talking to the rest of the factory, essentially.
Right. And this completely changes the game for quality control. It's not just a check at the end anymore.
It becomes part of the process itself.
Exactly. It shifts from, detect and correct after the fact.
To predict and prevent. More proactive.
Totally. It becomes a real-time feedback loop, optimizing the whole manufacturing workflow. It's quite transformative.
Wow. Okay. So definitely not just a small improvement. It's foundational.
It really is.
And you mentioned seeing this across different industries.
Oh, absolutely. The adoption is widening significantly.
Like in aerospace, for instance. I imagine the requirements there are extreme.
You bet. CMMs are essential for measuring really complex shapes, like turbine blades with those intricate curves, or even huge fuselage parts.
Where a tiny error could be catastrophic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you look at automotive engine blocks, gear assemblies.
Components where precision equals performance and, crucially, safety.
Right. And what's really adding fuel to the fire is the global picture.
How so?
The growth of high-precision manufacturing generally, but especially in emerging markets. That's driving a lot of new demand.
Okay, that makes sense. A global trend.
So if we sort of step back and summarize,
Mm.
the CMM market is, well, it's clearly on a transformative path. The core message from the research is it's being propelled by that constant need for better precision. Their integration into these, smarter factory
All
setups
right, the Industry 4.0 piece.
and just ongoing technological innovation. Things are getting better, faster, smarter all the time.
These advances sound incredible, but we should probably touch on the challenges too, right? It can't all be smooth sailing.
No, definitely not. There are hurdles.
I mean, these machines sound expensive. We're talking significant initial investment, surely. And the total cost of ownership over time.
That's a major factor, yes. The initial outlay can be substantial.
And what about the people needed to run them? I hear there's a shortage of skilled operators,
Yeah.
metrology professionals.
That's the other big challenge, absolutely.
Mhm.
Finding and retaining people with the right expertise is tough. The skilled gap is real, and it seems to be widening.
So how do those things, the cost, the skills gap, how do they impact, say, smaller companies, SMEs who might want to get in on this?
That's a really crucial question. The cost, particularly, can be a serious barrier for smaller manufacturers.
You'd think it might slow things down.
Well, yes and no. Interestingly, it seems these very challenges, the cost, the skills gap, are actually accelerating some of the most interesting emerging trends.
Oh, how so?
It's forcing innovation. Manufacturers of CMMs are being pushed to develop solutions that are more accessible, easier to use, maybe less reliant on highly specialized skills.
Okay. Necessity being the mother of invention kind of thing.
Something like that, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. So despite those hurdles, how are these emerging trends really changing what quality assurance looks like day to day?
Well, okay, one key area is the rise of portable CMMs and shop floor CMMs.
Taking the measurement out of the lab and onto the line.
Exactly. These smaller, often arm-based or handheld units let you do inspections right there on the production line in real time.
Which must cut down time massively.
Hugely. And it really boosts your ability to catch defects as they happen, not hours later. Think
Yeah.
about the agility that gives you.
Yeah, definitely. What else is emerging?
Then you have hybrid systems, multi-sensor CMMs.
Meaning they use different types of measurement tech.
Right. They combine the traditional touch probes with, say, non-contact laser scanners or vision sensors all in one machine.
So more flexibility.
Much more. It's about tackling a wider range of materials, complex shapes, different surface finishes, maybe things that were really hard or slow to measure before, all in a single setup.
That sounds incredibly efficient compared to needing multiple machines or processes.
It is. It cuts down setup time, multiple handling steps.
Yeah.
It just streamlines the whole inspection. And maybe the biggest shift
Yeah.
is the deep integration of AI and really advanced software.
Okay, AI and CMMs, how does that work?
Well, think about automated path planning for the probe or sensor, so it figures out the optimal measurement routine itself.
Taking the programming burden off the operator.
Partly, yes. And using machine learning to actually predict potential errors or drifts in the manufacturing process based on the measurement data.
Wow, so moving towards autonomous quality control.
Increasingly, yes. Plus real-time analytics. It all leads to faster, smarter measurement cycles. And crucially, it starts to reduce that dependency on having a highly trained metrology expert for every single task.
Which loops back to the skills gap challenge we talked about.
Exactly. It's part of the solution.
So bringing this all together, what does this all mean for you listening to this, someone who's watching the future of manufacturing and technology unfold?
Yeah, what's the big takeaway? I think it raises a really important question looking forward.
Okay.
As these intelligent machines, these AI-driven CMMs, become more and more autonomous in quality control, as they take over more of the inspection tasks, what happens to the human role? What new skills, what different kinds of roles will become the most valuable for professionals working in manufacturing? Where should people focus their development?
That is a powerful thought to end on. the shifting landscape of human expertise alongside machine intelligence.
Something to definitely keep an eye on.
Indeed. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of coordinate measuring machines.
My pleasure.
And we certainly encourage you to keep exploring these topics as they continue to evolve. Thanks for listening.